We had some great spring football games that took place this past weekend. We got some more that's going on this current upcoming weekend. And, teams are looking to make sure that they got the necessary pieces in place. And those pieces that they don't have, they're going to go out there and get them once that transfer portal opens back up. Or better yet, they got some athletes that have not touched down on campus as of yet that they recruited initially in December or in February. One thing I say is this: Coach Colzie, let it be known. Yeah, some folks might have left, but this ain't over. He let y'all know this ain't over. He about to go shopping for some athletes to come in there and help them Rattlers get some things situated so that they can go ahead and continue to keep moving forward in the manner in which he was looking for them to do when all of the athletes that were previously there who have decided they want to move on and do something different. And it's okay. It's okay. But guys, we're going to talk about something that the Rattlers just got in the highest of 7 hills. That's going to be a little bit shocking for some folks. But guys, we're going to get into it right after this. It's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos and tap in the freedom to tell them to come on in. You know, positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on in this thing because I know you're like, Coach, what you got over there, boy? You acting real silly tonight, boy. What's going on? Listen, I saw this and the first thing came to mind. I was told once upon a time that, you can't consider everybody your friend because folks that you might think your friend, they're not really your friend. But I got to give this gentleman his flowers. I'm not going to name him. He know who he is. There's actually several of them. I'm not going to name them. They know who they are. They've reached out to me. I appreciate them. And, like I said, I have to stand on it when I have to stand on it. Coach, go stand on it right now. But looking at what's going on, I said, okay, it's a lot of changes. It's a lot of changes as far as what's going on. I get it. This is the new wave of how college sports is getting ready to. This is the new platform how things are going to move within college sports, football, basketball, you name it. They're going to be moving. They're going to be moving in different waves that we've never seen before. As far as athletes deciding that they don't want to be at a particular location anymore. They want to move on and go somewhere else. The transfer portal is going to light up. We already know the NIL got everybody jumping crazy because everyone feels that they deserve a bag. And that's understood. And I'm not saying that about any athlete that have jumped into the transfer portal. Some of them have other reasons why they're trying to get into the transfer portal, be it that they got a year or maybe a year or two left of eligibility, and they want to make sure that they're positioned to get themselves looked at to go into the pros. And that's all well and great. That is your future. That is your decision to do whatever it is you wish to do. I saw 3 of the top defensive producers on the Rattlers football team. I had to pause for a minute and say, wait a minute, what's going on? But then as I looked at that list of individuals that were there, I said, okay, it took away a little bit of the depth in certain positions out there on the field. But you got to remember, there's 90 to 100 athletes that's out there on that team, and there's always going to be some diamonds in the rough that's going to come in there and look to fill in those voids that, that have been made now that athletes have decided to move on. And, I got tapped on the shoulder like, hey, Coach, you need to check out the depth now, brother. We need to talk about the depth. We need to talk about the depth. I'm like, okay, I see the depth. I see what's going on. I get it. Yeah, there's some athletes that, that were, in that depth, on that depth chart that did leave. Like I said, I see I got the first 2 on the depth chart. And I'm sure it's probably going to 3, 4, and 5 as far as athletes at different positions. And that's well and great. And looking at some of the athletes that did leave, I said, okay, cool. They can make a move and do some things and shift some things around, and it still will work the way they need to work. But again, like I said, when you saw defensive back, Lovey Jenkins, defensive lineman, General Hunt, linebacker, John Chaney Jr., like I said, all were athletes that were leading, that were top tier or top 1 or top 2, at their positions as far as production on the field when it came to making tackles, making stops, interceptions, sacks, things of that nature. You asked the question, hey, listen, this was the #1 defense last season. We want to see this thing come back again. We want to see who's going to come in here and knock this team off as far as the pieces that they have that's supposed to be coming back, as far as all of the other teams looking to build and now hunt FAMU to knock them off as the SWAC champions. Well, guess what? Coach Colzie said, y'all ain't gonna worry about it. Y'all think we down over here. Y'all keep believing all that. Keep on believing. I'm gonna let y'all believe what you want to believe, and y'all can go ahead and do and think however you want to think. And he said, you know what? Y'all go ahead and look at how that moon is setting over there on the highest of 7 hills. Look what we got coming through this thing. Now, if you thought FAMU linebacker position was going to be a little bit, bland, think again. I mean, they just getting started with this thing. I mean, come on, guys. Y'all already know. Just like everybody already had their spring football games already, they're looking at like, I need to go get me some linebackers. I need to go get me some quarterbacks. I need to go get some running backs. I need some linemen. Things of that nature. They're trying to get them things. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, FAMU got them a daggone tight end coming in from, forget where the heck this young man coming from. But he's coming in from a Power 5 school. So automatically, you can see some folks is definitely getting out there recruiting, bringing those athletes into the program. But I say all of that to say, FAMU Rattlers just welcome into the fold Mississippi Valley State transfer linebacker Jaron Fox. Now, this past season, Fox had 76 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 1 quarterback hurry. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't quite understand how this young man did not have more quarterback hurries than what he had, because his closeout speed coming from 5 yards off the line of scrimmage to whichever location, be it left or right, that quarterback is rolling out to, he's getting there like that. That young man is beating down on folks, boy, like nobody's business. If you got this man on the outside and your offensive tackle is supposed to make a block on that young man, I'm going to tell you right now, lineman, if your tail ain't getting up to that second level to make that block on that young man, your offensive coach going to be mad at you. Because that young man, he's coming like a streak of light. Listen, looking at this young man just hit the gaps left and right as far as getting back there, just disrupting the offense. I mean, you can watch this young man. He can play the Sam as well as the Mike. And also, this young man doesn't have a problem with dropping back in coverage, which is something I like. I was kind of trying to see if you can, view him as a tweener because of his size. He's 6'1", 220. He can kind of get away with that depending upon what scheme, once he moves on, if they're looking to put him in that type of scheme where he's able to get out there and actually, he can get out there and cover. I didn't really see, but maybe one play where he dropped, one play in his package where he dropped back into coverage to see exactly what he was going to be able to do out there on the field. So that's something I'm sure FAMU is definitely going to look to work on with this young man, because they have someone that they can drop back into coverage and just be disruptive when they need him to be, especially if it's on that strong side of the field. Again, this is a great pickup for FAMU, because if, like I said, you lost your #1 linebacker to the transfer portal, and now you get your #1 productive. Now you get another #1 productive linebacker from Mississippi Valley State to come in and be productive on the FAMU Rattlers Black Cloud defense. I'm like, listen, that's a great pickup for the team. And I know some folks are like, oh, coach, well, he's playing at Mississippi Valley State. Let me break something down to you. For that young man to get out there and be as productive as he was last season, playing for the Delta Devils, you got to tip your hat to that young man, because, again, that team, that was a brand new team that was put together out there on the field last season for them to come together with the new coaching staff and everything over there. So that young man definitely has some talent. So you got to give him his props as far as what he's capable of doing. This season, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm waiting on this season to start. Matter of fact, I plan on being at the MEAC SWAC Challenge. That's going to be bananas. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be box office for everybody to sit down and see exactly what's going on with the team, to see exactly what they're going to be able to do. And I honestly, truly believe they're going to have some things up their sleeve. They got a new offensive coordinator as well that played. I think he played in the CFL, or he coached in the CFL. I could be incorrect on that as well. But FAMU got a lot of different things that's going on right now. So, give FAMU their props as far as what they're trying to accomplish and what they're looking to do. Because I know a lot of us out here, we got joking, everybody laughing and joking and pointing. But at the end of the day, they're sitting back trying to do what they need to do to get it done. Just like everybody else, they letting everybody know, hey, listen, y'all, hey, pipe down a little bit. We got this under control. We got this under control. So FAMU, coach don't have no problem with stepping up to the plate. Say, yo, I said it first. I'm saying it first. I'm waiting to see what's going down with everything with the team. But again, when you see a lot of athletes start, hitting the exit door, you have to ask that question. And that's what Coach did. It wasn't anything. There was no malice with that. There was no me trying to be sarcastic or funny. I'm just doing my job, guys. That's all Coach is doing. I love y'all, man. But guys, hey, Coach gonna go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.